Welcome to our webinar this afternoon. My name is Janet Hall and I am the Vice President of Marketing at Fishbowl. I'm delighted you could join us today as part of your marketing kickoff for the new year. Our speaker this afternoon is Heidi Hess. You can see her bio on the screen. What I think you should know about her is that Heidi is both a social media expert and an expert in marketing for independent restaurants. She's going to share her hands-on experience and the results of 2 case studies, which I think you will find very beneficial. Just a couple of housekeeping items. Heidi will be happy to answer your questions. You can submit them anytime via the chat box that you see on your screen. She will wait until the end of the session, however, to answer them. Thank you again for participating in this webinar, and now I'll turn it over to Heidi.
Thanks so much, Janet, and I'm thrilled to see such a great turnout for this webinar today. And I'm also really excited to tell you about the work that our great team of marketing specialists have been doing for their clients over the last 5 years and tell you more about this service that we have here at Fishbowl. So first, a quick agenda about what we're going to talk about. So first, we're going to talk about who Fishbowl is and what is our full-service marketing solution. We're going to share with you the impact that we have seen with our clients on this full-service marketing solution. Then we'll kind of go step by step into the details of what this service includes. And then we'll go over 2 brief case studies of the service at work. And then we'll cover a few of the questions that we get in our Q&A section. So let's go ahead and get started. So first, who is Fishbowl? What are we about? So Fishbowl was founded in 2000. We have built a reputation as the leading provider of email marketing solutions for restaurants. But over the years, as the environment has changed, we have expanded our solution to meet our clients' online marketing challenges. So currently, we support more than 65,000 chain and independent locations. But we're going to talk about specifically today is Fishbowl's full-service marketing for independent restaurants. So what this service is Fishbowl's marketing specialists help independent restaurants outperform the competition. Essentially how they do this is by developing an integrated and customized marketing plan that we then execute via email, social media, and SMS to help our clients find new guests and build loyalty among existing diners. So, you know, instinctually and anecdotally, we knew for a while that the service was having a great impact on our clients that had it, but we eventually finally took the time to do a little study and report, looked at all the metrics of our clients with the full-service marketing solution. And we have found that indeed the service does in fact have quite a bit of an impact on our clients that have it. They experience 15% higher email open rate. They see 127% higher click-through rate. They also have 11% more overall Facebook impressions and 41% more paid Facebook impressions than our clients without the service. It also clearly helps our clients grow their audience. We saw 39% higher increase in their email list growth and a 68% more new Facebook fans. So feeling really confident that this service really does help our clients in growing their audience and reaching more people and driving more butts in seats. So now a little bit more about what it is that we actually do. So this marketing service that we provide, we kind of go through this monthly marketing cycle each month with our client. So we work with our clients each month to develop a marketing plan that's unique to them and is focused on their business goals, and it's also based on, this is one of the great values of the service, it's also based on the information that we have from our more than 600 clients that we provide this service for already. So we have a lot of institutional knowledge about what works and what doesn't work, so we can kind of jump ahead to the next step. So once we have finalized this marketing plan with our client, then we, the marketing specialists, then execute the marketing plan for our clients, and we do that via email, so creating and sending emails. through social media, through doing social advertising, and through SMS, text messaging. And then at the end of the month, we take the time to measure the performance of the marketing campaigns that we executed. So we look at various metrics to see what worked really well and what maybe didn't work as well as we thought it would. But we take those learnings and then we apply that to the next marketing plan and optimize the marketing plan. So each month we're providing a better and more accurate marketing plan for our clients as we go along, because each restaurant we have found is unique. So a little bit more about developing and executing the marketing plan. So we really appreciate this integrated marketing plan. We feel like this is the best way to break through the clutter and the diner's sphere of influence. And we do this by presenting them with your message on multiple fronts. So as I mentioned, we execute the marketing plan via email, so they will receive an email in their inbox if they're an eClub member. They'll see your post on Facebook and your tweet if they're following you on Facebook or Twitter. If they're neither of those things, we can reach them through Facebook and Instagram advertising. And we then also reach them via SMS. And although we don't do anything specifically, none of our efforts are specific towards SEO, search engine optimization, all of the stuff that we've just talked about, the social content that we create for our clients, the maintaining their social profiles, all of that helps in your search rankings. So here's a specific example of this, of a marketing plan that we executed for a client. So, Restaurant Week is now upon us for a lot of our clients. It's January. So this was a specific campaign where the client obviously wanted to drive reservations for Restaurant Week. So the different things that we executed for them, we created and sent an email for them, letting their eClub members know that it's now Restaurant Week, the details of it, and that encouraging them to make a reservation. And we've sent that email, probably 2 or 3 times leading up to Restaurant Week to have a steady drumbeat. And we then also posted on Facebook about Restaurant Week, providing easy links to make a reservation and view the menu. We posted that a couple of times on Facebook and Twitter. And then for people that weren't eClub members or Facebook fans, we also did some very targeted Facebook advertising and Instagram advertising that made it very easy again for people to make a reservation at the restaurant. And then lastly, for those that were part of that are members of their text messaging club, we would send them we sent them a quick text message letting them know that reservations were going fast for Restaurant Week and that they should make their reservation today. So that's just a quick example of how a specific marketing campaign was executed for our client. So in addition to executing marketing campaigns that we've defined through the marketing plan, we also in general just manage our clients' online community. This is one of those things that just takes a lot of time for our clients that they don't have time for. So we do that by, in addition to posting about the specific marketing campaigns that we're running, we also post relevant and compelling Facebook and Twitter content about 3 to 5 times a week for our clients. It's just an example of some of the posts that we've done for our clients. We also respond to questions, comments, and messages that our clients receive on their Facebook pages. This is definitely one of those things that's difficult for our clients to keep up with. And now Facebook actually shows to Facebook fans how quickly the restaurant responds to messages. So that's another incentive to have someone do this for you. We also, a big time saver, and one of the things that our clients really like about the service is that we help manage your online reviews. So in addition to claiming the restaurant's profile on the major websites like Yelp and TripAdvisor, we also respond to select reviews on those sites as well. So we typically respond to all 1- and 2-star reviews and the occasional 5-star review on the major sites. This, as you all may know, it was a difficult thing to keep up with, and it also, we have a lot of experience in responding to all sorts of reviews and how best to handle them. So then the last part of the service is that we measure the performance. We of course want to learn every month from our marketing efforts. So we're sure to do a measurement report each month for not only for our clients but also for us, so that we're making sure that we're optimizing the marketing plan each month. But these are some examples of some of the metrics that we look at, that we pull from various platforms. So we'll look at the number of Facebook fans and Twitter followers. We'll look at your eClub members, your SMS members. So we look at metrics specific to reach, and then metrics specific to action. The action ones are the ones that we're also super focused on, because they're the ones that really help close the loop on what it is that we did, the impact that it actually has on your business. So we'll look at number of clicks to make a reservation, or order online if you don't have that option, or we can also track the number of offers redeemed through a tool that we have available called Promotions Tracker. We'll also, of course, look at email opens and click-throughs and engagement with Facebook posts. Then we'll also report back on the number of reviews that the restaurant received and responded to per platform. We also have an exclusive partnership with OpenTable. So if you are an OpenTable client, there are a couple of extra things that we'll be able to do. The biggest thing, and the biggest thing that's one of the easiest things, is that our databases are integrated. So essentially what that means is if someone makes a reservation via OpenTable and checks the box and says, yes, I want to receive email from this restaurant, that guest's email is automatically added to the Fishbowl database. And so the next time, the restaurant's database in the Fishbowl tool. So then the next time we send out an email, it will go to that person that just made the reservation. We'll also do, these other options are just things that are generally available to all OpenTable clients via OpenTable through their website, otrestaurant.com. But just like any other platform, we'll do these things for you if you like. They have the option, OpenTable provides a mobile website setup. We can create a mobile version of your existing website. We'll of course register you for seasonal and ongoing promos, and OpenTable clients should probably know what all this is. We'll also upload and update your menus, list specials. We'll help register you for private dining. And then one of the other parts of the partnership with OpenTable is we have 2 additional loyalty emails. So these auto loyalty emails are emails that go out automatically to your guests. The 2 extra ones are an email that will go out to OpenTable guests 4 days after they've honored a reservation that thanks them for dining. And then there's one that I like the most, is we call it the We Miss You email, and that goes out to guests that have made and honored a reservation 4 months after they've made a reservation, if they haven't made another one, essentially saying, it's been a while since we've seen you, love to see you again, and usually includes some kind of offer to incentivize them to come back. All right. So I just wanted to go over 2 quick case studies too of our service at work. So the first one is for a client, Johnny Rebs. So they are a Southern Fare restaurant in California, and they have what they call a do-over day once every quarter. So once every 3 months they have a do-over day, and how it works is you come in on do-over day, that specific day, you save your receipt from that day, and then you can bring it back anytime in the 3 weeks following do-over day for the same meal that you had for free. So we worked with Johnny Rebs to raise awareness about this campaign. So we created an email that we sent to their eClub members. We sent it 3 times leading up to do-over day to continue to keep this in their guests' mind. We of course also posted about this on Facebook. We ran a targeted $30 Facebook ad to people in their community. And then we also sent out a text message to their SMS members the morning of do-over day, which is a really great a great use of SMS at work, being able to text them the day of to remind them of it. So it was a great success. Since we have been doing this very extensive marketing for Do Over Day, it was the most successful Do Over Day that they've ever had, and it broke multiple store records for all 3 of their locations. So very excited about that. Another case study that we have is from the Haymaker Restaurant Company. We work with them to develop the Prohibition Club, which where they provide a $1 1-ounce tasting of a top shelf whiskey. They do this once a month. They pick one whiskey for that. Obviously, the idea is that people aren't just going to come in for the $1 1-ounce tasting of this high-end whiskey. That they'll stay, upsell them to dinner perhaps. So we work with them on raising awareness and driving people into the restaurant for this each month. So each month we do an email to their eClub members. There's an example of that right there. We also post about it on Facebook, and the post also receives some paid support. So we boosted the post too to make sure that all of their fans and people in their community were aware of this. But this all pushes people to the Haymakers app. So the offer is hosted on the app. It's exclusively there. So they're all pushed to the Prohibition Club offer on the app. So since we have been working with them on this in the last 4 months, they've seen hundreds of downloads of the app, a 60% increase in their eClub members, and a 20% increase in their Facebook fans in just 4 months. All right, so that's it. That's the service. We'd love to hear if you have any questions, but the next steps, if you don't have any questions, is to obviously give us a call to learn more about it. You can either give us a call there, or you can visit our website. We have a website specifically for independently owned restaurants. We also have a special offer just for webinar participants. If you sign up for our service by January 31st, by the end of this month, you'll receive 1 month of complimentary service. So if you have any questions, I also want to make note that we'll make this webinar available starting tomorrow. You should receive an email about the webinar, and you can see a recording of it again, so you can watch it multiple times. And so if you missed anything about the service, you'll get that tomorrow. But we'd love to hear any questions that you may have.
Great, thank you, Heidi. We do have a couple of questions coming in. The first one is, what do we need to do on our end if we are the clients to make this service successful?
That is a great question. Although the service is obviously developed for restaurant owners, our clients, the reason why they're getting the service is either they don't have the time or they just want to step up their marketing, but a lot of it is about time. We take a lot of it off your plate, but there are a couple things that we have found our most successful clients provide. So there's just a couple of things. Our most successful clients, we ask for about 2 hours a month to go over that marketing plan, that monthly marketing plan that we discussed, and to approve various things like email creative and maybe responses to online reviews. So we've in the very beginning of a relationship, it may be a little bit more than 2 hours, but that's just so we can get as entrenched in your restaurant as you are, being able to get to the point where we're just working with you. We just need about 2 hours of your time each month. The other two things that we'd love your help on, and we found that our most successful clients provide, is support of our online marketing efforts, so with in-restaurant promotion. So if we're running specific campaigns, we'll provide you with the assets that you need, but we would love your support in promoting those various campaigns in restaurant as well. And then the last thing, our most successful clients undoubtedly provide us with some kind of creative assets. We need photos of the food, of the restaurant, logos, things like that really help make this marketing so much more successful if we have that. So thanks for that question. It was great.
And my next question then is, how is it that you are able to answer comments on Facebook and online reviews effectively for my restaurant if you don't work there?
That's a great question, and it kind of alluded to that a little bit in his answer to the last question. In the beginning, when we start with a new client, we do a lot of research on our end. The marketing specialist does a lot of research on their end about a restaurant online, but we also we have a kickoff call where we spend a good bit of time, an hour with the client, 45 minutes, learning as much about the restaurant as we can that we couldn't find online, getting to know them. And we have, I think, the reason why we can also do this successfully, not only through our research, through the kickoff call, but is also because we do this for hundreds of other restaurants. And although every restaurant is unique for sure, there is a lot of commonality in the types of reviews that we get, the types of comments, and we found that we're really able to effectively answer 99% of the questions that come in through social media without having to ask our clients the answer to it. We can either find it pretty easily online, or we know the answer already from the conversations that we've had with our clients. And I should have clarified this too. The marketing specialist, our clients are paired up with one marketing specialist. They have a dedicated marketing specialist. So it's not this type of service where you call in and every time you call in you might get a different person. Our marketing specialists have their clients for a long time. They get to know them and really develop a relationship with them.
Great, thank you. There's a follow-up on Facebook specifically. Do you monitor mentions on Facebook?
Mentions, yeah. So if they do an @ mention, if somebody does an @ mention and mentions the restaurant, it should show up on the restaurant's page. So we would follow those @ mentions if that's what you mean, where they're typing @ and then you have the link to the actual restaurant. So yes, we do follow those mentions as well.
Got a little bit of a couple of questions on emails. What's the best day and time to send an email, and how often should follow-up emails be done?
Sure. So that's a great question. We did another study a while ago too, kind of a benchmark study of our own clients, and we found that the best time, if it's not time sensitive, there's not a specific thing, the best time to send it, the highest open rate we saw was on Wednesdays and Saturdays and Sundays. It never hurts. Saturdays and Sundays are always a great time to send people have the time to open their email. Those are the days we saw the highest open rate and the highest click-through rate. That said, if you have something that is going on Saturday, an event that's going on Saturday, you'll probably want to send the email, depending on what it is, you might want to send it on Thursday or Friday afternoon. So it's kind of that's a good place to start, the Wednesday and on the weekends, but it also depends on whatever it is that you're promoting. And then as far as the frequency of how often you would want to promote something specifically, we usually go with 2 to 3. Again, it also depends on how far out we are from the actual event, but we like to, if we have over a month's time, we like to send 2 to 3 emails about it. We have a general rule that we don't want guests to receive more than 4 emails a month from the restaurant. We find that's kind of the tipping point for an increase in unsubscribed. Hope that answered your question.
And here's a question about one of the case studies. Love the do-over promo that you shared. Do you have any other ideas for successful campaigns that don't have as high a cost with similar success?
Sure. Yeah, we have a lot of other campaigns that we can do, and I would recommend going to our blog, which was on the link there. We have a lot of other. We put out ideas every quarter, or maybe it's every month, marketing ideas. Some that are very easy to execute, and some that are a little bit more involved. But we always definitely keep in mind who that we're talking to restaurant owners that don't have a lot of time, and so we try and keep it simple, not only for the restaurant owners, but also for guests. The more complicated you make it, the more complicated it is for the guests to figure it out as well. So I recommend going to our blog, and also if you haven't signed up for our emails, we also share marketing campaign ideas at least on a quarterly basis, if not more regularly there.
And we have several questions about cost. Can you talk to us a little bit about the cost of the service?
Sure, that's a great question. The package starts from $569 per month. This is based on the prices, and I say that it starts at from $569. It's adjusted based on your email list size. So that's kind of where we start from. If you have a bigger list, it might cost a little bit more. We also have partnerships with the National Restaurant Association, so that can help with pricing as well. There is no setup cost for this, so and it is month to month, but we do have a 90-day commit. So that's mostly in place because not only we're looking for a long-term relationship with our clients. We're not looking to this to be a panacea for a one-month issue. So we are not only are we looking to have a long-term relationship with our clients, but we've also find that although you'll see some results in the first few months, in order to realize the full potential of the service, it takes 2 or 3 months for that to happen. We need to get to know your restaurant in order to start marketing it effectively. But we start right away in creating and sending emails for you, posting on your Facebook page, things like that. So the service starts immediately. We just want to have a long-term relationship with you.
There's one final question, and then we'll be out of time. But it is, could you explain the register for private dining option in the Open Table partnership?
Yeah, that's a great question. If you're an Open Table member, there is a tab on the Open Table page. It's for private dining. And this costs something. You have to pay Open Table more for this tab to be activated. But we can, if you're interested in it, we can hook you up with the Open Table rep to explain to you how much it costs. But if you decide this is what you want to do, you would like to pay for this additional tab, this additional service with Open Table, we'll set up the tab for you and we'll maintain it for you. So the private dining it's a page on Open Table that shows the different private dining options and the contact information and the form that guests can fill out if they would like to book a private party at your restaurant.
Great. Thank you so much, Heidi. We really appreciate this webinar. The information was excellent and very useful. I'd like to thank all of the participants for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you at a future Fishbowl webinar. Thanks again.